tells you that they're very high on him.
Phantoms in to take the opening faceoff, and right at the opening faceoff, we're going to get our first fight of the game. It's going to be Garrett Klotz for the Phantoms. He's dropped the gloves with Westgarth. Couple of tough guys. Westgarth over 100 minutes in penalties. Klotz got a couple of early right hands in. Missed with an overhand. And this was preordained, wasn't it?
Yes, it was ready to go. When it only takes a few seconds to get going like this. It's a good way to start the game. It looks like Klotz got a couple in there. This is a heavyweight.
Oh, Klotz called him a couple and then
Westgarth
took one right at the end with a good right hand from Kevin Westgarth. And that's, how about those fireworks to start the game? They may be hurt. Klotz is going to need some help as they're getting a doctor on the ice quickly.
Looks like he got one right hand in there pretty strong.
Yeah, they were right up against the boards, and Westgarth's last shot really did some damage on Garrett Klotz.
Well, you got guys 6'5", 6'5" going at each other. There's a lot of strength, a lot of power coming out of there.
Oh, you can see him and the legs moving along the ice. That's not a good sign.
It's
yikes.
The fight kind of started off slow a little bit as they're testing each other out, but sure picked up pace at the end.
Here's a look at John Paddock, of course, the coach of the Philadelphia Phantoms. His job has not been easy this year with 38 guys in and out. They're actually bringing a stretcher on onto the ice to help take the Phantom player off. And there is a great deal of concern on the face of John Paddock.
Oh, he must have really caught him with one.
You know when the players around him on the ice are immediately waving for the trainer.
Exactly, and you know, you look at the players, there's a lot of concern there. Westgarth, he looks like a tough guy. I mean, look at him. I don't think I want to meet up with him anywhere. Career ending, and I believe.
All right, we're not going to show a lot of this, but we'll show you some.
Looked like he was doing okay right there. He caught one there, an uppercut, and then
it's the last one.
There, right there. That's caught him on the chin.
When he went down, did he hit the top of the boards as well?
I don't think so. I think his knees just buckled, and he went forward. Tough Western boy. Hopefully everything will be okay for him.
Well, we certainly wish him the best, obviously. So we're going to regroup. We'll take another break, and we'll come back with, again, the start of this game. The Phantoms and the Manchester Monarchs when we return. Out of the left wing corner. Monarch unable to sweep it out in front, and the Phantoms skate to center ice. Nate Braden's left wing pass. He gives it up. Here's Bellamy with a shot. Big save, rebound, they score. Bouncing puck right back out in front to Matt Claxton, who scores his first goal in 43 games, and the Phantoms take the 1-0 lead. Phantoms still with a man advantage for 28 seconds. Into that right corner. Matsumoto gets free of his man, lays it out right point. Ratchik holds it into the blue line, took the shot, he scores! I don't think that changed directions in front. It somehow eludes Bernier, and Michael Ratchik's got his third of the season. The Phantoms on the power play goal take the 2-0 lead. Ran back down low on the end wall. Ross protects the puck, actually put a shoulder into Teddy Purcell, and then try to flip it into the middle. Laliberti far side, bouncing puck on goal, and Bernier scrambles to cover that as Patrick Maroon had a chance.
That was a well-executed play with Ross, Laliberti, and Maroon.
Early in the game, at the opening faceoff, a fight between Kevin Westgarth and Garrett Klotz resulted in kind of a scary situation. Klotz suffered a facial laceration and a seizure as a result of the fight. Klotz was alert, responsive, as they transported him to the hospital for further observation.
I guess that's what you say. You really got your bell rung, you know, and that's... he caught him with one on the jaw and everything, so it really, hopefully everything will work out okay and he can come back and resume his playing ability.
It was Trubisky, squeezes through the Curry check, gets in deep, swings behind the net, cut off by Ratchik, and the loose puck, Matsumoto was drilled on the end wall, and he's up slowly. That could have been a dangerous hit because he was within about 2 feet from the boards.
He must have been just far enough away from
Trevor Lewis on the right wing. He goes cross ice. Purcell trying to track that in the Phantom end. Got a stick on it, but couldn't control, and the Phantoms recover. Radens, was he blindside as he stepped out of his zone, looking the other way, and Brian Boyle stood him up. Now the Phantoms respond to that, and Claxton gets into the middle of it. Don't let his baby face kid you. because Matt Claxton is as tough as they come pound for pound. And here he's come to the aid of a teammate.
And Boyle's 6'7".
And Boyle may have gotten the big right hand on the chin of Matt Claxton as he went down on top of the Phantom forward.
I think Claxton was a little bit of a disadvantage right from the beginning. He wasn't in a good position to get started on the fight, and Boyle had an advantage of him. Obviously, when you're 6'7".
Well, we have a timeout on the ice after our second fight of the night. It's still 2-0 though. Phantoms on top. 2-0 Phantoms still on top of the Manchester Monarchs. Our second fight of the night was precipitated by this hit on Nate Radens. And
yeah,
he wasn't expecting it.
He wasn't. The play was over. And you can see right there, Claxton really didn't get an opportunity to get himself steady and whatever. When you got a guy that's 7 inches taller than you, and you're going to get, but that's not going to deter that young man as he squares his helmet away. He just lost his balance there. Nothing really happened. But talking about his father, Kim Claxton, in Boston, and when I was with Pittsburgh, I saw Kim Claxton fight Stan Jonathan, Terry O'Reilly, and John Wensink all in the same game. Eventually, he was kicked out of the game. And I'm telling you what, he did very well against all three of them.
Those are three pretty tough guys.
And he's maybe 5'8", and he was just one tough guy, and nobody really wanted to mess with him. Wow, their power play is quite effective. They really move the puck well. Everybody keeps moving. You can only score 1 goal on a 2-minute power play, so you might as well try to move it around and tire them out and get the best shot available. And it looks, Noto goes off for an elbow call. We're just looking here. Got his elbow up a little high, right around head high. So now they're even strength for 21 seconds. Well, we're going to look at the Kovia check of the game. And it was Clune on Matsumoto right there. Obviously, he must have felt he was far enough away from the boards that it wouldn't be considered boarding.
You get hit from behind there?
Yeah, it was hit from behind, but he kind of fell at the base of the boards. He didn't fall into the boards, so I guess they assumed it wasn't boarding.
Well, again, this game started kind of rough for the Phantoms. Garrett Klotz suffered a facial laceration and a seizure after a fight 2 seconds into the game. Was taken to the hospital alert and responsive. Trevor Lewis, their leading scorer, jams it in behind the net. On the end wall, Parse gets free, turns into the left circle and lays it right across the goal line. Whiskey lays it in behind the net. Azevedo in front, and the one-timer they do score. It's Parse that snaps it through the pads of Scott Monroe. Monroe was quick with that right skate. Here's a shot. Monroe swallows that up, and again, he's got it in the glove and gets a whistle. And now we get some pushing and shoving. This is just frustration on the parts of the Manchester Monarchs.
Well, Boyle obviously did something to Ryan Parent, because Parent usually doesn't lose his cool like that. But he went a little bit crazy on Boyle. I did not see what happened, but it's going to be interesting.
Did he give him the stick from behind there?
He may have.
Well, let's see what led to this, because you're right. Ryan Parent kind of went right at him.
There's Boyle and Parent going at each other.
Oh, he just kind of pulled the helmet off of him.
Pulled the helmet on. He grabbed his head. Parent gave him a pretty good two-hander there.
What do you see Ryan Parent as? We called him a future shutdown defenseman, but he's got some offensive abilities. He's got pretty good hands.
He does, but his main is defensive. He's going to have to learn to handle the puck and move it in tight situations and make quick decisions.